Hi everybody, welcome back to Majestic Collectibles. So Cam and I just went to the Cheer Flea Market. First one they have for 2025. And what is the date today? It's May 2nd, so we're there on May Day, May 1st, 2025. Kind of a rainy, drippy day. I'm going to combine some stuff. I bought some stuff there, so instead of shooting just the the separate what did I find video, I'm just going to tell you about the flea market a little bit and show you some stuff I bought. It's a very small town, about an hour east and 20 minutes south of Des Moines. And 3 times a year, people from all over North America show up. And I mean that literally. Canada, a lot of some Canadian dealers and even visitors and license plates. In the parking lot, all the way from basically Oklahoma to Indiana, and then Minnesota. I didn't see any Arkansas, but definitely Minnesota to Missouri. And it's I don't know if it's quite as big as it used to be. I've only been there one other time. That was probably 5, maybe 6 years ago. So I haven't been there for a while. It was kind of a rainy, drippy day. I was hoping to have my meta glasses in so I could shoot video of it as I was walking around looking at stuff and give you guys a good look. But they haven't come in yet, and I don't know if it had worked anyway with the rain. And I thought, well, I'll take some pictures on my phone, right? And I'll just take the pictures and then write a description and list it, as I'm going through the day, just post it on Facebook. And well, I didn't have a cell signal. So it's almost kind of like one of those horror movies. You get out of the car and you get out there. Do you have a cell signal? No, I don't have a cell signal. So it's remote. It's remote even for rural Iowa. They have a Dollar General, and I think the nearest convenience store is 20 miles away, just north of them, up by the interstate. I don't even know if they got a gas station at the co-op or not. It's a very, very small town. But they have the county fairgrounds there. It's an old fairgrounds building. It's really neat. They just go around in all the outbuildings. Well, every nook and cranny that they can possibly put a booth, they do. The infield, the racetrack itself has a lot. I don't know how many vendors they had. I'm guessing well over 100, probably 150, maybe more. We were there the first day, so not everybody was there, but I would assume about 2/3 of the dealers were set up already. And we had a really good time. It was actually a nice overcast day. It was a light rain, but I kind of like that better than when it's 106 with 90% humidity. So we had a lot of fun. Cam and I did. And so I'm just going to show you some stuff. The first dealer, I didn't get a ton of stuff, so it's not very exciting. So let me preface this. I bought 3 books. That was my first vendor stuff. The Marvel feature, well, that's Witching Hour. That was kind of for me mid grade, $7, but good cover. I probably have one. I don't know. Sometimes you just get bored and you got to buy something. That's kind of where I was at. The Marvel feature, I've mentioned this before. The Red Sonja Marvel feature stuff always sells. These are again mid grade VG-ish. VG plus maybe, but great covers on them. I think it was $24 for the 3. Yep, it was. So no big bargains, Again, it was bored. I just wanted to do something. Cam was looking for Pokemon cards. That really didn't do it for me, to be honest with you. So, while he was wandering around and left old Dad in the dust, or the mud in this case, I had to go do something else. There's a lot of comics there, but I haven't seen this for a really long time. I'm guessing 6 to 8 dealers indoors in the buildings had hundreds of coverless comics, and they were asking $2 to $5 a piece for coverless books, and I can't imagine why they would haul those around. I don't think anybody would look at them, especially at that price. Saw some hugely overgraded stuff in most places. This one I just showed you wasn't bad compared to most of them, but there's a lot of stuff there. And I took some pictures. I did get the pictures. I just couldn't download them on Facebook yesterday. Well, on Thursday. You're probably seeing this on Sunday night, so it's over with at this point. But if you want to see it, I took a whole bunch of pictures. It'll be on the Majestic Collectibles Facebook page. You can see the fairgrounds and some of the booths and things like that. So that might be a ton of fun for you. But there was not a lot there. But we had a really nice outing. It was a nice father-son thing, and just kind of out hanging out together and messing around. So that was a really good time. This next vendor, this is actually the last batch of comics I bought, and that's just the order they were in the bag, so there's no real significance. But I did get some non-sport trading cards. Again, they weren't any big bargain, and most of these were really rough. I didn't see a lot of non-sports, lots of sports. Lots of Don Russ baseball puzzle cards, junk wax, in other words. There was some Pokemon. It was all probably within the last year and a half, and somebody must have opened a lot of product, or some buddies did, and just huge quantities of, they just pack random cards together, like 25 cards for $5. Don't know how well they sold. But they skimmed off all the holograms and the rare stuff. So this was just a lot of commons, a lot of silver border cards, which are the newer ones right now, versus the yellow border cards, which tend to be a little older. So Cam had no luck. I actually bought more than he did. He bought some Pokemon plushies just for he and his sister at $1 a piece. Not the little. Not the little Beanie Babies, but the giant ones. Must be 12 or 14 inch. So they were kind of cool. So anyway, got a Spider-Man. Oops. Someday I'll be able to shoot a video like a pro. No, I won't. Deadpool. That's a foil. And these are all 90s stuff. Let's see. That was 1994 on that Deadpool. I really like this set. It's Venom. This is called Suspended Animation, is the subset. And it was at the Spider-Man 30th anniversary. It was 1994. Maybe the McFarlane set. I can't remember. They had quite a few more. These are the only ones that weren't really rough. Carnage. That's the holofoil set from also 94 on that one. And limited edition Spider-Man Power Blast 6 of 9. And this is also from the 94 set. So I didn't, again, the non-sport cards have really crashed and burned for the most part. But they're fun inserts, and I don't see them a lot. And these were actually really nice. I wouldn't grade them. They're probably 8s and 9s for most of them. But a lot of the stuff I see is really just terrible shape with the corners and things. Now, this is... I don't know. So they had a new batch of comics, same dealer as the cards there. And, I'll put this one up first because it's on top. They didn't have any prices. I asked. They said, pick out what you want and bring them up and, we'll figure it out. And like, well, okay, that's not usually... I don't like doing it that way because when people don't price stuff when you're at a show, generally they're really hard to deal with. This was not the case, though. So the first one I brought up, Spawn number 1, right there. Not a 9.4 or anything, but probably a good. Well, I'd say probably bring a 9. Very close to it. He said he was a real big fan of the Spawn, so he wanted $10 for the Spawn 1. The poster is in there, which sometimes that's missing or even just popped loose. It's still there, but it popped off the staples. So I was pretty happy with that. I was willing to pay that. It's a book that it is not rare, but I do sell them just kind of like those Aliens Predators. Whenever they pop up, I put about $20-25 on them if they're nice like this, and they don't stay around. They sell at shows, flea markets, everywhere I go. The rest of these books, not a lot of them. $3 each. That's what he asked for, and I didn't take a lot of these out and look at them. For $3, I wasn't going to be that guy, I guess. So here we go. Semper Fi number 1. It's not a huge demand book, but I don't get a lot of them, not compared to the Nom. And this was a number 1. He had a bunch of others. I just left them there, honestly, because they're not in huge demand. But number one for $3, why not? Got an early Doomsday Superman Man of Steel, the Death of Superman stuff, and there was Death of Superman stuff all over, but well, not all over, but there's enough of it. But this stuff, I do get some demand for that. First few appearances of Doomsday before the Death issue. These $3 a piece. These were, again, probably sevens. So again, not super high grade. But I got G.I. Joe 138. But you know, it's that Snake Eyes where they had the well, I don't know, Snake Eyes was something on everybody, but pretty decent books. Always have a little bit of demand for those. Here's just a fun one. I don't know what I'm going to do with the thing. it was just I don't know. You had $3. I was trying to help the guy out, but it was a Marvel Christmas issue, holiday special. That was probably the worst book in the batch. I didn't look at it close enough till I got home, and it's like maybe a VG, so it's like, could have done a little better there, but it was fine. We were having fun. This one. This was a pretty good book. Again, it's probably about a 7.5. Gargoyles. See, I thought taking out a sleeve would help. It didn't. Gargoyles 11. And those last couple of issues, just like with G.I. Joe, can be really, really tough to find. It's not one I see a lot. So I thought, well, $3, I'm going to pick that up. If you're ever putting a set together, boy, I tell you what, those last two, you need them. Here's another one. Well, I'm going to do this one first. Let me do this one first. So if you do get to watch here, we walked a little over 4 miles back and forth. It's not a big fairgrounds, but stuff is stacked everywhere. You can rent golf carts. I think you have to do it ahead of time and reserve them. But they're in the middle of the infield. There was this area. And gosh, I don't know. They must have 50, 60 golf carts in that area yet, and then there's quite a few people did rent them, and you can putz around the fairgrounds in your golf cart, rent a golf cart. They don't let ATVs in. I do think they let mobility scooters, but not not like mopeds or regular scooters or anything like that. So it is limited because boy, it does get crowded. Even on that rainy Thursday, you have to pay $6 early bird on Thursdays at Cheer. I think after that, I think it's just free admission. Parking's $5. You can park right across from the fairgrounds and people's yards and a couple of businesses and stuff like that. You can't park on the highways. And I'll tell you right now, if you don't get there in one of those parking lots across from the fairgrounds, you're going to walk, and there's no sidewalks. So just be warned. Small town stuff. So this is Silver Surfer number 50. It's a cover that always sells. This is a third print, which honestly is, I don't know, it's kind of why I bought it. I don't see a lot of third prints, to be honest with you. So I thought, well, it was kind of cool. Again, $3. It's probably a 6 or 7, so nothing high grade, but interesting. This is my favorite one. It's one I didn't have in my collection, and unfortunately it's probably the next lowest grade book, and for now I'm going to hang on to it. I just want to keep it because I don't have this cover, but it's probably a VG plus. You might get a 6 out of it. Anyway, Johnny Quest, Dave Stevens cover. And there's the only Dave Stevens cover I saw at the whole show. Usually you get, the, Alien Worlds and some stuff like that are pretty common, and you see them around. If they were there, I didn't see them. This was the only one I saw. And, $3, Dave Stevens cover. Yep, I was not going to turn that one down. So pretty happy there. So pretty happy about that. This is the last batch, so three batches total. These were $1 each. That's what they're asking for them. I picked out 27, so she was nice enough. She sold them to me for $25 for the stack. So whatever that is, 97, 95 cents, whatever. And this was gosh, it was an interesting mishmash of independent titles. Just everything. Malibu, Comico, this one here, Titan, which is not an old book. Titan Comics. I don't know. Good Girl art cover. I don't know if it's a variant. It's number 5 from 2017, so it's not ancient. See, these aren't in any order. This is the problem with some of these things when you're looking through. It's really nice when the titles are, not necessarily the issue numbers are in order, but at least everything from that title is there. That was not the case, so I went through everything twice. It took me a while. And here's a couple Neon Genesis Evangelion, and that's an old anime series. And well, this is manga, but it was animation. There was animated series on that. And these are Viz. They're not really generally considered very valuable, but I'll tell you what, I don't see the name brand ones. There's a lot of Viz manga out there that, Ninja High, stuff like that honestly nobody really collects. It's easy to get, but this stuff I don't see a lot. So that was really fun to see that. Here's another one. I picked it up because I'm kind of a fan. I don't even know who Tim Truman, I guess, did the cover on that Airboy. Not Dave Stevens, not the Valkyrie cover, but I picked it up for $1. Here's another one. I've had these. It's AC Comics. I don't see a lot of the this particular title though on the fantasy features. Okay art, it's not. It's not mainstream, so it's very esoteric. Here's one I got to make sure. So one thing I didn't do on these older books, because I wasn't going to stand there all day and open these all up. I did get a Ghost Manor. Looks pretty nice. Again, probably a 6 to a 7. Got to make sure some of that's complete. A lot of times you can feel it when you pick them up. You can tell if a comic's complete or not. Sometimes you can't. Here's one I'd never seen, at least I don't remember seeing it. I might have some, I'm not sure. Zenoscope, Jungle Book, Fall of the Wild 4 or 5. And, they have so many covers, it's possible that I have this particular issue and just a different cover on it. But any of the Zenoscope I usually pick up, especially for $1. Here's a great Greg Horn cover. Let me see, let me get... The Oz Wonderland Chronicles. I think I got that right. So it's got Dorothy and, I'm guessing Alice, right? I've never seen that one. Greg Horn was a pretty hot airbrush artist. Kind of in a similar vein to Alex Ross. A little bit of Adam Hughes style, but very good artist. Here's one for me. I've never seen this one. I don't think it's very old. Spook House. So I got Spook House 3 on that one. Here's one that I do have, and I don't see them a lot, but it's the Monster Comics. They did, they got Creature, they got Dracula, they got Wolfman. There's probably some I'm missing on there. Hadn't seen one of those for a long time. Okay art, again, but I'm a horror sci-fi fan, so I need that. This is interesting. Again, I don't think it's old. It's Dynamite book, and that's a really nice Elvira photo cover one. I do not have this one. Mike, I'm probably going to keep this one. Let me know, but I'm probably going to keep it because I don't have that one. It's a really good photo cover of Cassandra on there. And this was the only one I saw in the whole run here too. And this was a Lady Death. I don't know which series it is. Number 1. Man, I hate my glare. I've got to get somebody in here that knows how to put a video together. So anybody but me. Lady Death 1. Like that one. I've never seen this one either. This is really cool. Again, I don't think it's very old. I know there's been a revival. I'm guessing, so it's fairly recent. And that is Toxic Avenger. Yeah, and it's kind of stylized art, so it's not, I don't know, it's not the best Toxic art I've ever seen, but I don't, you just can't go wrong with Toxic Avenger. Adventure's a big boy, not really rare. Don't see him like I used to, but this is one of those books. nobody shows much interest in. Continuity comics. I just picked these up because I actually don't think I've got any of these, any of this title. And Toy Boy. So, I'll let you fill in the blanks, whatever joke you want to put in there. Is this? Yeah, Neil Adams. Pretty sure Neil Adams did the other one. His signature's on that one, so I think they're both Neil Adams. But nothing I run across. I do see a lot of continuity titles, but not that one. That's not one I see a lot. Oh, this one I just had to get it. I don't know. I'll let you decide. Chainsaw Reindeer. Yeah. I don't know how you turn down Chainsaw Reindeer. Here's a couple more Viz books. Venger Robo, and this is one I don't think I've ever owned these. I think this is the first time I've ever owned those. Again, I don't think they're super valuable, but they are getting to be collectible. This one's a bit of a bummer, but I picked it up anyway. It's the Guyver, which there is a live action. There's a long manga series, a little bit of anime, and it's got this sticker. Quebecor Printing Inc., so it's Canadian. Text 45 pounds, premium 80, cover 70 pounds. So I don't know if this was almost looks like it was some type of a proof copy, because that's stuck right on the cover. So I'd like to research that. If anybody's seen that or knows, it's kind of different. I don't recall ever seeing that before. So I picked this one up because I know, I know the guy. So it's not anything valuable, but this is by Carter Allen, and he's been to several of our comic book club shows, and I know Carter, and I've met him. I don't think he knows me from anybody, but he has come. So nice local-ish kind of guy. I'm not sure where he lives. I don't think it's too far away though. So I picked that up because it was Carter Allen. Here's an innovation book. And, I've talked about this a lot. I think people are missing the boat on some of these innovation comics. And this is one I've never owned. I've never owned this book. I don't know if I've ever seen it. It's one of those publishers that continues. I think I've seen them all these oddball covers. And then I got the Maze Agency special. And I don't know if I've ever seen that book before. Great cover. Most of them do have pretty nice art on them. I've never read this. It looks like it's some sort of, I don't know, mystery detective, pulpy kind of thing. I'm honestly not sure, so I'll have to do some research. But I don't think I've ever had that. Thunder Agents 1. Don't get excited. Okay, so it's not the 60s Wally Wood, but still, it's one I don't see a lot. I think they had fairly low print runs. Again, not super valuable, but there's a lot of Thunder Agents fans. Another innovation book, Beauty and the Beast, based on the TV show with Ron Perlman and Linda Hamilton. It was kind of, I don't know. I think it was primetime for a little while. They had like a made-for-TV movie or two, and then it kind of moved. I want to say to late night syndicated stuff, but it did run for a little bit. This one, I just don't see it. Really nice condition on that one. I don't know if that's a time travel thing going on there. I don't know. No idea on that one. Because I don't think I've got enough to read. I think I've got some number ones, and that's about it. I've never seen this one, this Black Caravan. And everything I see, it's 18 plus, so probably don't stock it on the shelves. I don't know what it's about. 4 of 5. It's Pentagram of Horror, The Devil's Right Hand. So it's another horror sci-fi book. My guess is I probably won't like it, but I never seen it before, so I thought I'd check it out. And the last one. So here's the last of the flea market finds from What Cheer, and that was May 1st, 2025, and that was another. There it is. Spook House number 2. Which I just thought they had interesting covers on them. Again, I've never seen them. Scary Stories for Kids. It doesn't have the 18 sticker on there, so maybe it is. I'm not sure on that one. But anyway, that's what I got. Check out our other videos, guys. I've got some more stuff coming up. I'm actually heading to the Iowa State Fairgrounds Flea Market tomorrow. So this is Friday the 2nd. So the 3rd and 4th is the flea market at the fairgrounds. Again, by the time you see this, it's going to be Sunday night. It's all said and done. But who knows? I might have some more stuff. So check that out. Thanks for watching.